Look how good the cinematography is. I know I normally show clips, but I want to do stills today so we can just bask in it. The framing on this one with the lights and the shadows, I love how the light cuts through the fog so like geometrically, reminds me of Juan Gris. Same here, and the guys in shadow, incredible. This one, the lens flare at the camera, I love the very faint outline you can see in his face. It's kind of like he's an Art Deco statue. Francisco Salomon is a bunch in Argentina like this. More shadows and lines through the fog here. This sequence I love as he looks up, there's a sign, and then we cut back to him through his arm, then he walks up to it and goes in the bar. Perfect. One of my favorite shots here is the way the light spills over Victor McLaughlin's back. Also the set design of the $10 to America lit up behind a window. That's kind of emblematic of the whole movie, which you can see in this reverse shot as he's dreaming of it. This, the framing on the head where the light source is, again, the geometry almost looks like angel wings. This is a very spiritual movie, and there's lots of stuff like this as Ford makes you empathize with this wreck of a man. I know I keep showing lampposts, but my goodness, the whole thing is eerie like it takes place in a fantasy world. This could have been a normal shot, but the way Ford frames him makes him so tiny, which is so perfect in the scene. The lighting on his face here, tremendous, reminds me of the lighthouse. This is one of the most horrifying home invasion scenes with the way the light comes through. It's like they're being assaulted by demons. And the chaos in this scene is incredible, and it leads to this brutal moment as his hands scrape across the ledge of this house. This shot shows how badly this movie needs a restoration. They blow out that piece of money with like a spotlight. Again, it's so eerie, like it's a golden ticket from Willy Wonka or Last Action Hero, a kind of like sign your soul to the devil moment. This would be a perfect shot to look at if you ever want to compare a movie streaming versus on disc. The subtle shades of gray and black as he moves through the door. This would look so good on disc, and it looks okay on DVD, but this kind of subtle gradation is unfortunately what streaming companies typically choose to sacrifice as a trade-off for like bandwidth or resolution. This is just a straight Passion of the Joan of Arc type shot, so eerie. Back with the lights here, the placement of them and how they light up the street makes no practical sense, but it doesn't matter. It just fits the movie so well. The guy's having like a spiritual nightmare, and that's what the lighting looks like. Okay, now these two shots are maybe the most fascinating in the movie. He had to have used two different lenses here to take pictures of this guy in the poster because one is very narrow and one is wider. There's also makeup differences around the eyes, but again, how utterly genius because we're seeing this through the main character's eyes, and he's getting a distorted, almost theatrical look at him in the close-up. Such a lonely shot here, and the depth on that far window is such a good touch. Probably a hint that the light is over the word spirits. This woman lit like a religious figure, and her hand silhouetting McLaughlin's face, amazing. His glistening eyes here, incredible. It's one of the most deserved Best Actor wins ever. This looks like Bloodborne or something. This is crazy, the different light and fog points in this entire scene. One thing I love about this era was that they cared less about consistency in between shots in terms of lighting, instead opting to try and match the character's perspective and experience instead of reality. So here we're way away from McLaughlin with very high-key lighting, and he's feeling exposed and like there's 100 people all looking at him. But as we switch to this shot, now we're much more low-key, even though it's the same room, as we get a focus on just these two in particular suspecting him, with everyone else in the back kind of eerily lit like old morning Greek ghosts or something. And same here with these two nuns and everything super dark in front. And again here, my god, I love this shot and would love to see in HD so we could see McLaughlin's face better. He does such a good job of just barely lighting him here compared with the ladies in the back. So good. And we get even darker here with the guy in the left whispering in almost total shadow, perfect for the scene. And then this type of lighting, split lighting with like one half of his face in light and one in shadow. That's so overused in seemingly every single shot nowadays in every movie and TV show. But when we get a very clear use of it here, it's stunning. Like I'm not against it in modern day uses, but it shouldn't be like 90% of the shots as it sometimes feels like. It's the same thing as a close-up here. When we finally go to the close-up and it's split, it retains its impact and hits like a truck. All these are from the first 30 minutes of the movie too, in case you're wondering how good this looks. Please someone release it on Blu-ray. John Ford is so good. Cinematographer Joseph August is so good too.